everybody. I'm Carolyn Zook with Zook Stitch, and this is my first Flosstube video. So welcome. I hope you'll grab a cup of coffee or tea or water or whatever it is you drink, and let's get started. I wanted to start out, I have my notebook here, which is why I keep looking down. But I wanted to start out by stating my two primary goals of starting this Flosstube is first, I don't have a lot of in-person stitching friends in my life, so I'm hoping to connect with other stitcher friends, and I'm also hoping to document my stitching journey. This is a way for me to record what I worked on and when and my progress. So I'm hoping to accomplish those two goals with this Flosstube. I first started cross stitching probably in high school, maybe right after college. I've crafted for as long as I can remember. I started with plastic canvas when I was in elementary school. I did that probably through junior high and maybe even high school. Took a little break, didn't do much in college because I was busy studying and making friends. And then when I graduated from college, I started cross stitching and I started knitting. I had a period of about 3 months of unemployment, about a year and a half after undergrad, and I picked up a how to knit book at Joann's. I also started quilting around this time because I had the time. I actually tried to teach myself how to crochet at first with one of those pamphlets from Joann's. I could not figure out how to crochet. Everybody said do crochet, it's easier than knitting. For whatever reason, my brain couldn't figure out how to crochet, so I did knitting. My brain figured that out, so I did knitting and I did quilting for a while. I still knit to this day. Knitting has kind of been the thing that I do. I did a little bit of cross stitch, and I kept my embroidery floss for a long time, but just didn't really take to it the way I did to knitting. So I knit for what's been about close to 18, 19 years now. I knit primarily blankets and toys because I'm not good with gauge. I'm not really a perfectionist in terms of that, which is funny because in so many areas of my life I'm a perfectionist, but when it comes to crafting, for whatever reason, I'm kind of, it's homemade. It has the rustic look. So I knit. That's what I see as my thing that I do. For whatever reason that I can't quite explain, in August of 2018, I just got my stitching bug back, and I just had to stitch. So I've been stitching ever since. I actually haven't picked up my knitting needle since then, and I'm loving it. And so much has changed in the 20 years since I last stitched. So I'm very, very excited. So I don't quite have the stash that I might end up with, but I have a good start, and I'm excited about it, and I just kind of can't get enough. So I'm excited to be here. So I want to walk through my current whips. So what I'm working on right now, I actually don't have a photo of this one, but this is what's currently on my Q-Snap, is the 12 Days of Stitch Miss Sal by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. So it will be a tree. It's the 12 days shaped like a tree. So I'm through number 5. I'm behind, of course, but I'm through number 5. Number 6 is mostly done. Which way? This way. So I'm changing the color of the background so it shows up better. And then I've started on number 7 right here. So I'm hoping to get this done. I think I'm going to leave this on the Q-Snap until I get it done. And this will actually be my first finish in 20 years. In fact, I don't even know if I actually finished anything the last time I stitched. Probably did, but they were probably really small. Things like Q-Snaps didn't exist then. Facebook certainly didn't exist. Buying patterns online, none of that existed. So I don't have anything that I stitched if I completed anything. So this will very well be my first completion. And I'm sorry I don't have the actual photo. I'll try to figure out, I'm new to this video recording thing too, so I will try to put in a photo of the finished piece, what it looks like here. Okay, so the next thing I'm working on, so this is actually in August. I went to visit my parents and I got the stitchy bug really, really bad, maybe 3 days before I went to visit my folks. And so I went on Amazon and I bought a dimensions kit. Dimensions? No, cross decor kit. I bought this, had it 2 day delivered to me so I could take it with me to Colorado because I just needed it instantly. So it's called Christmas Celebration. This is what it is. It's a cross decor kit. So it came with everything. The Ada came with the floss and everything. And while I was visiting my folks, this is what I got done. So considering that trip was only maybe 4 days, I got quite a bit done. I mean, this is a big piece. This is going to be 17 by 12 and a half inches. So it's quite a big piece. And I started up here. Nope, up here. So I just have this section done right here. And then when I got home, I kind of rolled it up and put it away because I was introduced to the online stitch-alongs, which I showed you the one it's currently on my Q Snaps. So actually the first one that I signed up for when I got home from that trip was the Tiny Modernist Haunted Mansion Sal stitch-along. So I took it off the Q Snaps. I stitched on this through the month of October, and then I took it off my Q Snaps and switched to a different project. I must be a very slow stitcher, also a slow knitter, because I worked on this the whole month, and this is as far as I got. So it's pretty good. I still have to complete the roof over here, the roof, and each of the rooms has a design in it. So I had to do that, and there's some more at the bottom, more grass and another tree on the other side that I have to stitch. And I'm going to be changing, on camera it doesn't look too bad, but the tree there, in real life, that lighter color is almost the color of the fabric. It looks better on camera. So I'm thinking about changing that color. So that's how far I've gotten. And once I finish the 12 days of Stitchmas, I think I'm going to pull that back out and finish it. But we'll talk about plans in a minute. Then Tiny Modernist came out with their Santa's House stitch-along. So I had to get this one. So I worked on this one all of November. So I put Haunted Mansion away. And this is as far as I've gotten. Again, I think I'm a slow stitcher, but it's fine. Getting my money's worth. There's no hurry. There's no rush. So that's where I am. So quite a bit more to do on that one. This one did seem to go faster for me than Haunted Mansion for whatever reason. But I really love that one as well. And I think those are my 4 whips. That's all I have. That's all I have right now. One thing actually, when I was pulling everything out for this video, one thing I found, now I knew I had this pattern, but I didn't realize I had the fabric and some of the floss for it as well. Is this, again, Tiny Modernist. I must have a style, huh? 12 Days of Christmas. So I thought that was really, really cute. So apparently I had it kitted up, almost kitted up. I don't think I have all the floss for it. Although it would explain, I have this pack of mystery floss that looks like I bought it for something specific, but of course I didn't put a note on it, so I don't know what it's for, and I was just going to put it in my stash. And I think maybe it was for this one. So we'll see. I don't really feel, I'm a little burnt out on the Christmas stitching right now because that's other than the Haunted Mansion, all I've done is Christmas stitching. So it would be nice to do something a little different. Okay, now Christmas haul. So here's something, it's not really part of Christmas haul, but I follow a lot of Flosstube. And the Country Stitchers, if you don't follow them, make sure you follow them. They're wonderful. They do a giveaway every video, just for their subscribers. And I won this. This is the 2000 annual ornament called It's the Most Wonderful Time of Year. Isn't that pretty? I just love the light post with the wreath. And I can change the date, of course, to whatever year I end up stitching this. But I really, really love this. So it's really lovely of them to send that. So I have that in my stash. And I apologize for my nails. They're my Christmas nails, but I got them done at the beginning of December. And they are falling off. And I didn't have time to get them done before this. So now going on to Christmas haul. All right. So this was on my wish list. This is Waxing Moon Designs, Search the Sky. It says, may you never be too grown up to search the sky on Christmas Eve. Again, I don't really have plans of when I'm going to stitch this. Maybe next year, or not next year, but maybe whenever. When do you start stitching Christmas stuff? I know a lot of you probably stitch it all year long, but I just really love this. I love the sentiment. I love Christmas. It's my favorite time of year. I think there's a part of me, like the hopeless romantic part of me, that still wants to believe in Santa. So I really love that. That my folks got me. My parents got me. Parents also got me this. It's Prairie Schooler, called Button Up. And it has all these cute little motifs that you can do individually or as a group. And it says, button up to the chin till May comes in winter. I don't love that saying, to be honest. I want it to rhyme, is basically it. Button up to the chin till May comes again. But I really love winter. Winter is my favorite season. So I don't need May to come. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. I'll figure it out. You can also do it on the back here. They have recommendations. You can do little tiny ornaments. But I really love it together as one piece. So I might do, because there's 8, so I might do 4x2 or something like that. But I got that from my folks. Again, no immediate plans of when I'm going to start this. And then I got my first memorabilia. This is Winter's White Santa by Nora Corbett. And it came with, on the tree here is a little charm. It's kind of hard to see, for the star of the tree. It came with that and the pattern. So I have my first memorabilia Nora Corbett. So I'm very excited about that. And then the last pattern that I got for Christmas is Pretty Little Hawaii by Satsuma Street. Satsuma. I went to Hawaii for the first time this summer with friends of mine, and I asked for this pattern from those friends, and they got it for me. So I just love it. I bought some postcards when I was in Hawaii. We were in Maui, and I bought some postcards, and I'm going to frame those postcards in some prints, and I thought I would do this and hang it up on my wall. So I'm very excited about that stitchy goodness. I also got, let me check my notes here so I don't forget anything. I also got some gift cards. So I got a gift card to 123 Stitch, which is already used up. Got a gift card to Amazon, and a gift card to Colors and Cotton from Sam, who should be watching. So hi Sam, thank you very much for the Colors and Cotton gift card. I'm very excited. I think I go back and forth on whether I want to get some of their floss or fabric. So I keep going back and forth. All I have right now is DMC. I don't have any fancy floss. So we will see. So that's my Christmas haul. And then recent purchases. I have some recent purchases. I'm very proud of myself, actually, that I don't feel like I'm going nuts with all of this, but you can tell me if I am or not. So if you don't already follow Stitch Mania on Facebook, you have to follow Stitch Mania. Biggest enabler group of all. I had not heard of Lucy Heaton designs before, but somebody posted a finish that they had. Not this one. I'll show you. I don't know why I did this order. I just grabbed what was on top. So I went to the Lucy Heaton website, and I can link that below. And I saw this, and I thought it was beautiful. It's a modern wreath. It shouldn't take that long to stitch up. I just think it's so pretty. So I bought that. This is the one that I saw on Stitch Mania, and I needed it immediately. And it's called Winter Robins. It reminded me so much of my mom. And so I want to start this. This is going to be started pretty soon. I just ordered with the 123 Stitch gift certificate. I ordered some of the floss for this. So I just think that's beautiful. Haid was having their half off sale. I believe it's over now. But I purchased some Haids. This is the first one. Now I saw a lot of folks were working on this one this year, and I just fell in love. Pictures just don't do it justice. So this is the Enchanted Christmas Ornament. So it's 225 by 225, so it's about 9 by 9 inches on 25 count. I don't know what I'm going to use it on yet. Honestly, at this point, all I've stitched on is Aida, 14 or 16 count Aida. So looking forward to more of a branching out in more areas with different fabrics and different count sizes. So I bought that one because it's just gorgeous. I also bought, no, I did not buy it because it's a freebie, Old St. Nick. See, it says right on there, it's a freebie. I'm not sure if it's still the freebie on there, but check the Haid site. I'll link it below and see what their freebie is. I know that they had this on for a while, and this is how I picture Santa, right, with that really kind face. And this one is 300 wide by 472, so it's going to be 12 inches by 8, almost 19 inches on 25 count. So it's quite large for me. I know a lot of you do full size coverage, so this is nothing for you. And then I bought this one, and this is another one that I just fell in love. Reminded me of my mom. I bought this on the half off sale. Cardinal Cottage, not college. And I just think it's so pretty with the mailbox full of letters and cards and the cozy cottage. And this one is 525 stitches wide by 700 stitches high, 21 inches by 28 inches on 25 count. So that's going to be a doozy, but that is just beautiful. Just beautiful. I have other things in my stash, but these are the ones that I bought most recently. So I've bought all of these probably, I would say, in the month of December that I acquired these. Okay, plans. Moving right along. So plans for 2019. My immediate plans, I'm going to finish that 12 Days of Stitchmas Sal. I want to finish that and get it off the Q-Snap. It's on the Q-Snap. It's going to need to be ironed. I'm a little nervous because the fabric... Oh, I didn't tell you anything about the fabric. I don't know what fabric. It's Aida. It's got sparkle. I can't remember, and I didn't write down. I think I wrote down. Yeah, I didn't write down what fabric. It's Aida. It's probably 14 count, but it has a little bit, I don't know if it's coming up, it has a little bit of sparkle in it. I actually restarted this. I did the first 2 days on a different fabric, and I did not like the fabric. It was too yellowy for what this is, or too rustic for how modern this looks. So I changed fabric, and I like this fabric a lot better. I'm nervous about ironing this because it has that little silver thread in it. So if anybody has tips on how to iron with the little silver thread, or if it won't matter, and I can iron anyway. So I want to get this done. That's kind of, I'm going to keep this on the Q-Snaps till I get it done. I'm about halfway. I've done almost 6 is almost done. I just need to do the back color, the main color, but I'm waiting for a different color to come in. And 7, hopefully I'll get that done tonight, and then just work forward till I get this done. I'm a pretty monogamous stitcher, so while I have 4 whips that I'm working on, I'm actually only working on 1 at a time. And I've been working on the 12 Days of Stitchmas all of December. So I'm just going to keep going till I get that done. One that I want to start on, and I'm sorry, I'm not prepared here. And this is totally enabled by Jan Hicks of Jan Hicks Creates. She did this Harbor Haven by the Bay Needleworks. Isn't that just gorgeous? Just gorgeous. And of course, Jan Hicks is just a phenomenal stitcher, and so I had to get it. I hope mine looks half as good as Jan's, and I will be pleased with that. So that's one that I want. That's a huge piece. It's long. It's not tall. So I need to get fabric. I just ordered a bunch of the floss, just DMC floss. So all that will be coming in, but I need to order the fabric. So because I don't have a fabric stash yet. I will get there. So that's gonna be a new start at some point. I'd like to start it this month in January, so then I can do. So what this was intended, this came out in 2017, and what it was intended for was you stitch one section a month, and it takes a year, and then you end up with this beautiful piece. So I'd like to do that, put it in a rotation where I do the first section in January, and then move on to something else, and then pick it back up in February. So we'll see. I do want to start that. I'd like to finish the other two Sal's, the Tiny Modernist Halloween one, the Haunted Mansion, and the Santa's House. I'd like to finish those up, between January and February if possible, just to get those done. And I think I want to start the Winter Robin from Lucy Heaton Designs. It's in a stash. It's in a big pile down there. So that's what I think I want to start on. Although, like I said, I'm a little tired of the Christmas winter stitching, which I never thought I'd say because I love Christmas. I love winter. So I think this Harbor Haven is going to be a good reprieve from that. I'm going to start on Pretty Little Hawaii. That'll be a good reprieve because that's not Christmas. So I think I'll maybe switch to those two and then see what we have from there. But I will keep you posted. That's all I have for this first Flosstube. We're at about 22 minutes, 22 and a half minutes. So leave me comments, leave me feedback. Probably said a lot. Show me some grace, please, for my first one. I appreciate that. Any questions you have, please let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll try to leave links of everything that I talked about here. Happy New Year, happy stitching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.